Pakistan is burning on multiple fronts. On one side, terror has returned with a deadly suicide bombing at a peace rally. And on the other hand, the state is tightening its grip on dissent, blocking news, targeting journalists, and cracking down on voices questioning the government. Now, a massive suicide blast has ripped through a peace rally in Pakistan's Swat district, killing at least 14 people, including 8 police personnel and injuring more than 20 others. Now, the attack happened in Kabal town of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where hundreds had gathered to demand peace and protest against rising militancy. Chants against terrorists echoed through the streets until a suicide bomber struck. Videos from the scene capture the horrifying moment, the explosion tears through the crowd. And within seconds, chaos takes over. People run for cover, bodies lie scattered on the road, and survivors desperately search for their loved ones. Police say that the bomber was trying to storm a police station but was stopped at the main gate before detonating the explosive. The attack comes as Pakistan battles a renewed wave of violence from Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or TTP. Now, in another incident, the same day, a bomb targeted police officers in Peshawar, an attack later claimed by the TTP as well. But while militants are striking on the street, Pakistan's government is also facing another battle, and one against growing public anger. As protests intensify in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Islamabad is being accused of responding not with dialogue but with censorship. Several local news websites carrying reports on the unrest have reportedly become inaccessible inside Pakistan. Even international broadcaster Al Jazeera English has allegedly been blocked in parts of the country, although the government has made no official announcement about it. The crackdown doesn't stop there. Courts in Islamabad have moved to block multiple YouTube channels linked to former Prime Minister Imran Khan, opposition voices and journalists critical of the government. Several creators have reportedly been warned that their channels could disappear if court orders are not enforced. Meanwhile, disturbing videos released by the Joint Awami Action Committee claims to show security personnel dragging and assaulting civilians during the protest in Muzaffarabad. Another clip allegedly shows a man in civilian clothes firing towards protesters while standing alongside security forces. Human rights groups are now being urged to step in. The Joint Awami Action Committee has appealed to the United Nations that the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights and the Human Rights Watch and the International Committee of the Red Cross to investigate the alleged abuses and monitor the deteriorating humanitarian situation in PoK. Adding to the turmoil, the second phase of election in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir has been marred by protests, road blockades and polling disruptions, raising fresh questions over the credibility of the electoral process. Pakistan today finds itself trapped in a dangerous cycle. Terrorists are attacking from one side, protesters are controlling the state from the other, and instead of easing the tensions, the government's response is increasingly being seen as silencing criticism rather than addressing it. For many, the question is no longer just about Pakistan's security. It is about whether the country is slowly shutting down every voice that dares to speak out. I am being joined by Ahmar Mustikhan, senior journalist, with me on the broadcast. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out the time and joining me on the broadcast.
Hello, your voice has disappeared.
Am I audible now, sir?
No, your voice is very low. For some reason, your voice is very low.
I will ask the control room to fix that. And meanwhile, the situation continues to disrupt the peace and law and order in PoK. Pakistan government is cracking down on protesters. Videos emerging from the PoK shows that people are being targeted and attacked by the police personnel. Protesters even claim that even unarmed civilians who are protesting for their basic rights are being dealt with bullets and violence from the government. And this is not just, the story is not about the PoK today. A lot of areas, a lot of sections and regions in Pakistan, the law and order has been disrupted. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has just reported a bomb blast. Mr. Ahmar, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can now, yes.
Thank you so much for joining me on the broadcast and taking out the time. My first question to you is, we have seen what's happening in PoK, we have seen what's happening in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. Pakistan is battling war on multiple fronts. Do you think that it is possible for Pakistan to control the situation, to control the violence, to control the unrest without gaining the trust of its people first?
You see, you mentioned about terrorism in Pakistan. The problem is the terrorist is the person in the military uniform, that
Right.
is General Asim Munir. You saw that in your country last year in Pahalgam. It was clearly the work of General Asim Munir. And we see it daily in Balochistan. And now we are seeing it in Jammu and Kashmir, in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. The Indian Parliament on February 2020, on February uh, 22nd, 1994, had unanimously passed a resolution which called the entire Kashmir a part of India. It is now the duty of India to come to the rescue of the people of Kashmir, because these 33,000 square miles of Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Gilgit and Baltistan belongs to India. And by that definition, the people of those areas are Indian nationals. So now it is the time for India to come to the rescue. Nancy, I would please like to point out here one major problem, please don't mind, is the lazy elephant. I love India. I really respect India. I call it Mother India. But the problem is the lazy elephant.
Absolutely.
They
Mr.
don't
Ahmar,
help their own people. That
Mr.
is the
Ahmar,
main
I
thing.
get what you're trying to, keep out for the public to understand, but I also want you to ask you that whether India comes to the rescue of people, whether India intervenes, is a different conversation. But do you think that people, Pakistani forces, the Pakistani government, who is standing, who is ready to silence any kind of dissent with bullets, should be the first one who should be answerable, who should be
They, they,
held accountable first?
they are the culprits. They, you see, this is the Hitlerite hard state policy of General Asim Munir that has plunged Pakistan into one of the most severe crises since this state was carved out by the British. So this is the time Pakistan is facing. You see, the name itself is ridiculous for me. Where does this name come from, Pakistan? And they were saying that Kashmir is going to become part of Pakistan. The people in Kashmir, do you see? It's a massive movement. The movement in Kashmir, as you can see, the global diaspora Kashmiri protesting in London, protesting in Canada, world over, thousands of them, and in thousands in Raula, Kod, Poonch, all these areas. So, you see, I will point out here one thing. Please bear with me. There was this seats, 12 seats for the ISI in the Kashmir Assembly in Pakistan. And that is the bone of contention. I remember 30 years ago, there was a lawyer. He claimed that he had been dating Jamaima Khan at the time, newly married to Imran Khan. This lawyer, his name was Salim Salam Ansari. He made up this story. And these kind of shadowy characters, his brother, can you believe me, his brother was the major of the ISI and he was posted in Liari. Same like that Major Iqbal of the Durandar movie. The hit movie Durandar,
Right.
which I watched 4 times. It's the same
Everybody
kind of
has.
characterless people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But,
And now today, Kashmir is bleeding. The bleeding wound of Kashmir needs to be addressed. And I'm pretty sure, you see, the past mistakes of the some of the Kashmiris who were sold this, what we call in Hindi, the Churan of Islam, that Churan of Islam is no longer working in Kashmir. The Kashmiri people have realized that the Punjabi military will only wants to keep them as a colony. They are not going to ever treat them as equals. They want to take over their land. And that land is Kashmir, that is part of India, Mother India. It is Pakistan has zero claim to have their military boots to people. They're firing directly on the protesters. This has never happened anywhere in the world. How come you're firing directly on the protesters? You see, Osama Jamil, a young a young protester. He was a PhD student at the Quaid-e-Azam University. He was killed. The another guy, Commander Farooq, very well known in Kashmir, he was killed. Then there was this Sardar Aziz, who was father of this Uzair Aziz, a squadron leader. He was shot dead. Many big names in Kashmir, they are being killed like ants and flies. Now is the time, you see. That's what I was trying to say. There is no room for the elephant to be lazy at this moment.
Well, absolutely. But Mr. Ahmar, I also want to understand that we have seen the kind of violence that is erupting, and this is happening during protest in PoJK. Protests are not supposed to be this violent. Protests are not supposed to be looking like this. And the protest, the demands, if you listen to why people are on the street, is because they want basic rights. They are complaining about the rising prices. They are complaining about electricity. They want electricity. They want food. It's basic services that they are asking for. And women and children were at the front line of these protests when Pakistani forces were trying to suppress the dissent by with this deadly crackdown. Do you think that it is not just a security crisis? This is also the democracy is under threat in Pakistan.
There was never a democracy in Pakistan. The only period
At least
when
the
there was
idea
a
that they
little,
try to represent is also not working out for them.
Yeah,
Because the visuals that is coming from PoJK
this
is
is, you
not
see, the
something.
fact. This is a facade of democracy. There was no Kashmir itself, the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, was always treated like a colony. But having said that, even inside the mainland Pakistan, there was no democracy like India. It's two separate stories.
Right.
India is a real democracy. You see, whatever challenges you guys may have, you may have some issues with so many other different things, but not like Pakistan. There's two different stories entirely. Pakistan is even today under military control. It's the person who is closest to the military, Mohsin Naqvi. He was talking about bad governance. Who is responsible for bad governance? The person
Correct.
responsible for bad governance is his brother-in-law, that is General Asim Munir, is the American Tory. They are not, you see, patriotic Pakistanis even. They are following the CIA, they are following the Pentagon, they are following foreign diktat. They don't belong to even the mainstream Punjab. They are anti-people forces who are in charge in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. And they have become the masters. Thanks to this, I'm talking about 12 miles from here, they are controlled. They are not patriotic people, even if you look at it from the Punjab point of view.
But Mr. Ahmad, do you think that this security crisis has exposed Asim Munir's leadership in the country? And this is also exposing Pakistan on the front that they are trying to control the narrative about the violence that is going on. Khwaja Asif went out and made a statement. He's the defense minister of the country. He said that I think that people who are protesting on the street, they are my enemies just like India. This is the statement that the defense minister is going out and making. They have accused that the protest that's erupting in PoJK is funded by India and a lot of things. They're still trying to control the narrative rather than solving the problem of the people, listening to them that what is the problem, why are you on the street?
That is their main problem. That is the main problem of the Punjabi ruler. The Punjabi jihadi ruler have always considered India as their enemy. And that is the real problem of Pakistan. This country, which should not have come into existence, it was created in the name of religious bigotry. There was no room for its creation. And why are they blaming the Kashmiris that this is, well, in a way maybe, Kashmir belongs to India and they have no business to go into Kashmir. So why are they complaining now? Why are they saying the Kashmir people? I will point out one thing. I was a little let down by the statement of Sardar Aman Khan, who was saying that, well, Nawaz Sharif is an Indian agent, Asif Zardari is an Indian agent, but we are not. And we support Yasin Malik, and we support Burhan Wani, and we support Asian Rabi. This kind of statements is not welcome. They must understand to become a truly free people, they will have to get the support of the people of India. And this kind of rhetoric is not acceptable.
Ab- Absolutely. Mr. There's also reports coming in that in the POK, Sharif's PMLN is all set to form the government. Even though the elections that we have seen that has underway, that went across, that was held in PoJK, it was marred by violence, and there are also claims of rigging as well. How do you see this development? Do you think that the PMLN government for POK is going to bring out the changes and to douse the situation in POK, or do you think that this is not a mandate of the people but of the system only?
This is the whole of Pakistan is under a fake government, Form 47 government. The elections were won by Imran Khan. I am not a great fan of Imran Khan. When it comes to India, they're almost like the same. But you see, the fact is, Imran Khan had won the elections, and he is the real prime minister who is languishing inside the jail. And can you believe me? The report from Dera Ghazi Khan, one vote was cast for the 12 seats, and that's for the refugee
Reserve
Kashmiris.
seats, yeah.
Yes, one vote. This is the kind of elections that's happening there. Pakistan, unfortunately, is run by lies. As your report said, they have blacked out all the news outlets. People have
Right.
got no way to know the truth. This is what you call a leptocracy, a state run on lies. And it is a very difficult situation for the people who live there.
But what do you think is the solution at this moment? What can the Pakistan government, how, if you think that they should be held accountable, there should be, whether it's the opposition in the country, whether it's the people of Pakistan, what do you think is the road ahead for PoJK, for Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, for Balochistan, and for other regions in Pakistan who are facing uncertainty just because the government is refusing to listen to them and they are just hell bent on suppressing the dissent with bullets, with violence, with crackdown?
The one main problem in Pakistan, other than the military misrule, other than the military diktat, the one big challenge in Pakistan is the media is also sold out. The media is controlled also by the Punjabi and some of the Urdu speaking people who do not represent the aspirations of the Kashmiri people, of the Baloch people, of the Pashtuns. They are, you see, just the military spokesperson in journalism fatigue. They are not even journalists. So this is the main thing in Pakistan. The Kashmiri protesters were actually also protesting the media, the role of the Pakistani media. They are not telling the truth.
But Mr. Ahmar, even if some, let's say some channel is trying to tell out the truth, the Pakistan government will not allow them by banning the internet. There is no internet services in PoJK. A big outlet like Al Jazeera is also reportedly blocked in POK because the government is doing everything that they can to dissent any kind of thing that is trying to daring to speak against the government.
Yes, one thing is whether the government allows or not. The other thing, if you have the sincerity to tell the truth, you see, these are two different things. As far as I am concerned, many of the mainstream, many almost like 99% of the mainstream journalists in Pakistan, they are sold out to the APARA headquarters and the military GHQ in Rawalpindi. They are not, you see, telling the people's story. And this is a big problem, whether it is Balochistan. You know, in Balochistan, there is daily killing. There is massive rape going on. Rape of women, rape of children, rape of men. This is happening in Balochistan right now. Where are the things being reported? Nowhere. Same way in Kashmir, there's a brutal crackdown. They are harming children. They are killing children. They are dishonoring women, and this is not acceptable. You see, as the main democracy in Asia, it is India's responsibility to fully help all of us, Baluch, Kashmiris, Pashtuns, And if it is in the interest of India, and I believe the next century will be an Indian century, but it won't happen if the elephant is lazy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmar, for joining me on the
Thank you.
broadcast and taking out the time with those meaningful insights.